Hey folks, Rob Burke here. Just checking in with you today. Interesting day. I got my new back screen. I'll have to fix that. And I went to the court, the First Circuit Court of Appeals today. I gotta get my camera squared away here because I had glasses on and everything today. And I just want you to know I'm working on my attire. Got a lot of comments. Come on, no more T-shirts. So I went down to the Moakley Courthouse building. Met a friend of mine who was arguing the case. Two individuals, Richie Chambers and Joe Spinelli, and they were representing a lady that had been fired during COVID. I'm just looking at the during COVID, in which she worked for a large company, religious exemption. She went for it, and they denied her, and they fired her. And the thing about what I learned today at the First Circuit of Appeals three-judge panel was that the company knew the vaccine crap was coming down the road. And 2 days before the federal stuff came out, 2 days, they put a policy in to say, if you're not vaccinated, sorry, you're out the door, basically. You know how that worked. I think a lot of people went through that. Me personally, as a small business owner, I couldn't go on campuses of schools. I couldn't go to business deliver things. So I know what happened there. So the Richie Chambers was arguing for the lady. I haven't got all the terms down, but it was interesting. He was talking about the lady gave notice, gave the reasons. It wasn't a personal thing. She didn't want anything going into her body. Her body was a temple, and the other guys that represented the large company, I won't mention. I'll let Mr. Chambers talk about it. They said that wasn't good enough. So it was like she gave like five reasons. I think I could be off, but she gave five different reasons why the exemption was okay for her, and they kept on moving the goalpost back. So the thing is, they had gone down, obviously going through the process, the local, the district, all that stuff, and that's what it is. When you have to go over these things, you got to go all the way. You may win the first one or lose the second one, but you get to go. I guess you may be able to get to bite the apple again. But this is what was learned to the guy on the big company side was quoting half things, quarter things, um, and Richie just laid it out. This is what it was. This is why you should go forward with this thing. She's right. These people, last minute put a policy in 2 days before the feds came out. They knew about it, so they said, "No, no, you can't do that." But so I go back to my own personal experience. I mean, you remember when this came out with Mayor Rudeau? Dr. Evil there. She came out, and I remember us being at the State House and going to the North End. I remember going over to Moderna and Pfizer and Cambridge and having a march there. I remember going all over the place, and a lot of credit to the girls who, again, that were over at Michelle Wu's house. The thing about those women was they really weren't political people. They were just out there um, protecting their kids, whether they had personal experience with damage or injuries, so forth and so on. A good friend of mine's wife just passed away. And he swears that she was fine until she took the jab, and there's awful lot of information coming out about what actually this is all about with Fauci and Francis Collins, Peter Hashek, the Wuhan lab, the CCP virus, the gain of function. I remember in I remember in 20 in February of 20, I went over to Long Wharf Marriott, and I said someone had told me something about the Long Wharf Marriott. That's where Biogen had their some kind of conference, and when the conference broke up, 75 of those people took off. They lit up 14 different states, and a couple went foreign into different countries. Okay, they said, "Oh, people got hurt by it," and then they revised it once again. They revised it in August, which those 80 people, they estimate they probably killed about 25,000 people by them spreading it. Because I was there when the hazmat unit was blocking off. When you're over the Long Wharf Merritt by the aquarium, there's a subway station there. They were blocking that up. I had my camera on. They didn't want me there at all. So Walsh, you were complicit. Charlie Baker was complicit. I mean, people should be all over those two. They were complicit. They were talking stories, nonsense stories. So I remember that happened to me, my experience, and again, I was just videotaping it, so I wasn't really thinking about being a victim, but eventually I was. I mean, I got fired from jobs. I got, everything, couldn't make a living. The whole deal, the whole other aspect of the collateral damage of the big lie. Talk about a lie. Talk about a lie. And as you know, if you're watching the what's going on with the United Nations, and let's get a couple things straight about the United Nations. There's about 300 something members, of which 180 of them are unaligned. Those are thugs, dictator, terrorists, and they're dictating to us, the United States, a sovereign country, what we shouldn't be doing regarding health. Forget it. The World Health Organization got shut down. They were exposed by the War Room, and great reporting on what exactly they're doing. And now they're coming back again in a backdoor way through some other nonsense. They definitely want this going again, and they're talking about it again. They're talking about it. I think with the gain of function, if my own personal experience, because I had when I was in Boston and in the 20 February and then in March of 2020, I called the city of Boston. I said, okay, where is where's the action? And the usual suspects with the gain of function. The only ones that are really getting hurt by this on the immune system side were Black and Latino because of the immune system. And I think they tweaked this thing, this gain of function, tweaked it to go after those people. Because if you look at the records, and I may be wrong, but I don't think so. When I called the city of Boston, I said, okay, what zip codes are lit up? No white zip codes were. None. Unless, like I said, if you're less really sick or over the hill and bronchitis, pneumonia. I had that this year. That was awful. That was terrible. I couldn't even breathe. But the the facts are coming out. These people are evil. They got to be held accountable, and they won't be held accountable by government. So this is why this is so important. This case today. I was thinking about this with Fauci being grilled, lying about everything, just not even caring, blaming other people. The CCP virus. We're hit with a bioweapon by the CCP to knock out, I think, Orange Man. And they went after the Black and Latino, and this is my own opinion. I think they did that just for the race issue. Okay. And now, I'm just trying to think of what's going on. And now, with Naomi Wolf, she's been on top of this. With all sorts of tests, and there's probably tons of people out there. Okay, there's probably tons of people out there. Obviously, you got to check the disinformation and misinformation. That's coming fast and furious now. These people are not going to stop. Understand, these people that are trying to crush you, especially the white male. This is something. The white male is being targeted with the fentanyl. Again, that's chemical warfare. The fentanyl. It affects, young white males, and I don't think anybody really else. Maybe other people, but they really go after those people. I have personal experience with that. That's awful. Okay, that's awful. And it was interesting when this incident happened. I never thought that. Why would the state police be involved? And you had local police. I understand, but why the state police? And they're checking out all this stuff and again, we're at the cusp where you cannot sit on the sidelines, folks. You can't be afraid anymore. I talk to more people that are hesitant. They've been bullied so much that they can't do anything. They're petrified. Oh my God, something's going to happen. It's going to happen anyways. Okay, it's going to happen anyways. So I mean, the point is this: at this court thing, I just sat there and listened. I listened to Richie do his thing, and then I saw the other guy get up and do his thing. and he was trying to stretch and try to pretzel logic this thing in, and it didn't make any sense. The lady, again, I guess to go to court, you've got to have damages, and that way she got fired. So I mean, this is the deal. You can't win them all, but you got to probably win some to lose some to keep on moving up the ladder. Um, the the three judge panel finally sort of got to it. The guy in the middle, the chief judge, he was Bannon, I think his name was, Gannon, I think it was Bannon, Barron, I think Barron. I'm sorry, it was Thompson, Barron, and another Welpley or something like that. But the chief justice really got to the point with this guy from the large company. Hey, you put this policy in. You put this policy in, and I gotta see if I can extend this thing. I think I just ran out of time. It can't be that. You put the policy in, and now you're trying to change the rules on this person. The person did everything she had to do. She made it very clear what the purpose of what her exemption was, what she talked as a religion type of thing, and the other guy was trying to make this so impossible. Every time she'd give something, oh, that's not good enough. Well, she should have done this. Oh, that's not good enough. Well, she could have done that. And the chief justice was great. He goes, oh, wait a second. You know, what we knew, just like your company knew, that this stuff was coming down the road. We didn't just wait till it came in and then we prepared. No, we were on top of this before, and your company went in online for 2 days before this actually happened. Give me a break. This lady had filled out all the paperwork. She had done everything correctly, and it was just Mickey Mouse stuff. So the most important thing about what I learned, this case affects a lot of people. I mean, I didn't really think about it because I was watching Fauci yesterday with his nonsense and his lies. And the thing about it now is this is really a scary type of thing with these people. Again, going back to what this was all about. Obama started this thing. He cut it off. Fauci started all over again without Trump's permission. And then he let this thing go and hid it from everybody. Then he tried to cover it up, and he paid all sorts of people with our money to kill us. We had over 1 million Americans die with this person. Unbelievable. That nationwide or worldwide. These people are bad news. So that's sort of the report. I think Mr. Chambers will talk about that in the future. It was interesting on the appeals, how much time they had. They didn't have a lot of time. They had to be precise, and it is on audio, so you may want to check that out today. I don't remember I know the lady's name. I forget it offhand right now, and the company I won't mention, but it was at 9 o'clock at the first Circuit Court of Appeals at the Moakley Building. So going forward, just going to wrap up here a little bit. Stoughton, keep an eye on Stoughton. They're getting overrun by the schools. The new school. They need a new school because why? The illegals are here, and just watch this on June 11th. I'm going to try to get up there and just see close the border, and these new schools are all linked together. They're all linked together. Once again, the bureaucrats come up with this plan, and you know how it works. School committee bullies the teachers. Teachers bully the students. Students bully the parents. Parents bully the neighbors. The neighbors bully the community, and the community bully the selectmen. It's nonsense. Growing up as a kid, I mean, I remember going to Milton public schools, not Milton government schools. These are all government stuff. This is nonsense. They don't learn anything. And there reminds me of a story. I had put a thing out, and one of my ideas was turn Brockton into a manufacturing hub of MA8. You understand? Massachusetts 8 Congressional District has 20 towns. They go from Quincy to Hull, all the way over to East and West Bridgewater, and up to Walpole, all the way into Boston. I have half of Boston. I have 20 towns, but 15 neighborhoods. And I put this thing out there saying, this is a good idea. We need to manufacture things. These people don't need any more button pushing jobs. They need real jobs, manufacturing jobs, good paying jobs, so we can make things. So we can't have our products be tied up by anybody. Okay, I have a car. I bought a car, and I'm trying to get it fixed. Good guys. I've been in a rental car for almost 7 months. 7 months. 7 months. They can't get the pots. This is why you can't have this. So I get this lady teeing off on me over in Brooklyn. How dare you? These kids need to go to college. Go to college. What are you kidding me? Look at college right now. It's stupid. What I would say is learn a trade, know what you're doing, then go to college. At least you can maximize what you sort of like. So this lady's been all over me. She came after me with the St. Patty's Day parade. I had to sign again. Closed border Burke. And again, I think this is flipped around a little bit, so I do apologize for that. But this lady, she was telling me about all these things and how I didn't know the district of Brockton, And I think, as you know now, I took a ride around with the Brockton police about 2 weeks ago. I learned so much about the demographics. She was talking about, you don't know the demographics. You should not talk out of school and all this crap. What an idiot. I said, what an idiot. And she acted like she was a teacher. I called Brockton Public Schools today to see if this person's employed. No, I don't know where this person works. But she is just too much. There's enough of these negative people. I'm tired of negative people, okay? That's all I hear from these people, the naysayers, the people that can never do anything. They wouldn't stick their neck out. They wouldn't get out in the street and either do a protest, do a march, have a suggestion, have an idea. They can't do anything. All they do is complain. Blah, blah, blah. No solution. Blah, blah, blah. They're looking for the perfect person. Blah, blah, blah. Which I'm not. I'm no perfect person. You kidding me? I'm just a regular guy that's running for Congress because I love my country. And there's no place to go. And I don't want to leave. Why should I leave? You get all these invaders coming into our state, and they're doing more crime now. Like the 20 people over the Holiday Inn, they expelled them. Okay, where did they go? Where did they put them? Yeah, they're right next door. They're in Maura Healey's house and Michelle Wu's house and all the other morons, Andrea Campbell's house. Are you kidding me? This is all just another big lie. What they're basically doing is the following. They're looking for dumping grounds for immigrants. Stoughton is one of them. They want to dump everybody there, and they want to take everybody in the city of Boston and push them all out. You can go over South Boston, all the people over there, all those kids. They're one button away from getting canned, and they're getting canned right now. They're gentrifying that place. They're going to move everybody out. So what you got to see is all the elites going to be living in the cities in bike lanes. This is a plan, and these people just, excuse my French, they really suck. And someone's got to hold them accountable, and I will. And like I said, I'm going to be working over at Stoughton the next probably week because their vote for this tax increase is coming up, and hopefully I can do something. I don't want to, go out of turn or do anything, but just got to remember, number one, this project impacts taxpayers drastically. Understand inflationary impact alone will see the cost skyrocket. Your dollar's worth 70% now. The increase is going through the ceiling. And this is what you call hyperinflation. People in the private sector don't have any money. They don't have a lot of money anymore. But anybody in the government, healthcare, teaching, they weren't affected by this crap. This is why they're always popping off. They know everything. Yeah, this is I'm just looking reading some stuff here. School age. Normally a new school is a sign of better things to come for a district investment in the future, if you will. However, this is a clear-cut example of Stoughton being Brocktonized or Bostonized. The average taxpayer of Stoughton isn't really paying for a new school. They're paying for a secondary consequence of Steve Lynch's, Joe Biden's, and Maura Healey's open border. And let's get to that. I'll be wrapping up because I only have a half hour here. So listen, on the border today, Joe Biden comes out and says, we're going to close the border. What a bunch of crap that is. What a bunch of crap. If you go through the details, Todd Bensman, who was out here about a month or so ago, I introduced him over at the Bostonians Against Sanctuary Cities. I introduced him, and he had the book Overrun. I think I have it right here. Overrun. If you can get a copy of this is real good. Biden came out today and talked about what he's going to do to close the border. It's nonsense. He's not closing the border. He's got to codify it and then put everybody in here and then just make a big mess again. And there are so many loopholes that it's nonsense what this guy's talking about. Listen, close the border. That means I want to explain something. Back in 22, when I was running, my position on border economy was number one, and the border was number two. It's obviously flipped, but they're still entwined. Um, the the situation is this: the border's got to be closed because the collateral damage is going to be. I got to add 15 minutes to this thing, which is good. I just added 15 minutes. Sorry about that. The collateral damage that we're going to see is going to be brutal, and it's not going to stop. And when you have open borders, you don't have a country. And the problem with all these people that are talking about, we don't need these people. We don't want these people. We want to manufacture everything in our country. We're a special country, and I want to keep it special. And all these people that hate our country, let me tell you something. These people are delusional. They'll do anything for power, too. They'll make up stories. They'll lie. You catch them in a lie. They just keep on lying. They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about your family. All they do is care about power. The amount of money that Fauci made on this big lie was like $700 or $800 million. Are you kidding me? That bureaucrat and his buddies, Francis Collins, Dr. Evil, he was involved in the human genome. I guess he was involved in this guy. These people are scary. They're scary. And we just got to be aware of what's going on with these people. And my point is this: listen, close the border. That's what we got to do. That's close border, Burke. Help me join the Burke Brigade. I'll put the information about that out too, because we can win this thing. We can win this thing. You know, I understand the person I'm running against has been there for a long time. Great. Who cares? What has he done? I'm going to check out his record. If you want to help me, please. You can pick any year for 20-something years, and you'll find out that this guy is just an empty suit. He's like a ghost. He's always, and again, I never talk about him personally. Don't know him personally. He's my congressman. Every time I've called, you can't talk to him. You go to voicemail. You know that. You've tried that voicemail. So going forward, I'll be working in the district, being out in the field. Want to do some meet and greets. I'm still doing some video work, lacrosse. That season's sort of ending up. And please feel free to contact me so I can set up a time and come out and meet with you. And going back to the border thing in 22, my position was this: stop all legal and illegal immigration until we find out who you are and what your intentions are. And that's what it was. And now it's different because these people are just letting them in. We have over 280,000 new arrivals, invaders in the Massachusetts area now. We're all full. We're all full. And again, you get that community MBTA crap that's entwined in this thing. The whole thing is just going to crush people. And you're not going to be immune from it. Okay, you can't run from this thing. Just because you put a sign in your lawn, you think they're going to bypass you? No, you're it. You're it. They're going to try to move you, get rid of you, and take all these people that they don't like and stick them in your neighborhoods, and then gentrify and then put the beautiful people in Boston in the Boston plantation. You know, bicycles, all the type of high tech crap, and again AI, all that stuff. Listen, you got to fight back. You got to get out of your house. Please join me. This is like therapy. When you sit in your house, that's what they want. That's house arrest. Don't listen to these people. I was never vaccinated. Okay, I never was vaccinated. I never wore a mask. That was a lie too. Everything's a lie with these people. You can't let them do anything. Don't give them any credibility. Always say prove it. I need the facts, the science, the data, and the proof. You don't give me that? Sorry. Hit the road, Jack. You're a bureaucrat. No one voted for you. You didn't run for office. So, like I said, going forward, just looking at the Stoughton situation, I've got obviously a mailing list with phone numbers. We should be calling these people. I've not used the list at all. I didn't use it from gathering my signatures like some other people did, but I didn't use it. But now this is what you got to do. You got to be able to pick up the phone and call somebody and let them know, hey, this is what's going on. We'd hope that you would support your country and stop sticking your head in the sand because they're coming after you. They hate you, and I say this all the time. Once you realize that these people hate you, you're free of them. Oh, you hate me? Oh, jeez. Is that it? You're all done now? Okay, great. So, listen, I'm gonna close it off here because I think I've talked enough. I've talked about 24 minutes or so, and that's it. I'm working on all the little things. If anybody wants to help me out a little bit, like I said, I have sheets, stuff that it's all my. I'm building my website out too, so you can. I want people to go there because I don't want to be blocked on any of these social media sites, which they will. They'll shadow ban me. Listen, I don't think I'm that popular, but once you start getting out there, they figure out who you are and they start doink. They block you for whatever reason, whatever excuse. Community standards. Whose community? Yours? You lunatics? Nah, I don't think so. You screwballs? No, I don't think so. No, no, I don't think so. But it's their show, and they can do what they want. So I'm working on getting on Geta, Truth Social, and my website, and obviously Rumble and stuff like that, and the Twitter, the Facebook, the YouTube. Okay, that's fine. It's sort of a push and pull thing. So moving forward on the offense, feel good about where I am. I'll be getting involved with people, but love to come out. If you see me, this is what it is. When you see me, this is when people come and start talking to you. Okay, you don't need a lot. If you have a couple friends, that's all I need. 2 or 3 friends. That's all. That's a group. 3 people. Let's talk about the day. What's bothering you? What's going on with you? How these people who aren't even elected are jamming you up. That's what Rush Limbaugh said, by the way, about the administrative deep state. All these schools, all these great schools. The reason why they want to get into these Ivies is this is where they make the administrative deep state people. These are the people that write these stupid laws. They come up with these stupid ideas, and they try to tell you how smart they are, but none of them can do anything. Remember, the smart people have screwed our country up so much, and they lie about everything, and you can't trust them. And the minute I hear these names, I go, "Oh, sorry, can't. You're too smart for me. Sorry, I gotta go." But this is the deal: the administrative deep state. You know, I'm going to out myself now, as Rush said, and then I'm going to condemn myself. I'm going to condemn my. That was one of the greatest lines I've ever heard, and I'll leave you with this one. I'm working over in Westwood, delivering packages for Amazon. It was in the morning. I was in a cul-de-sac, nice neighborhood, and I always used to listen to Rush Limbaugh many years, and especially his first 15 minutes of the monologue. It was outstanding stuff, really funny stuff. So I'm listening to him, and he's going on and on and on. And I think I said this, told people about this. This lady in the neighborhood sticks her head in the back of my car while I'm parked and going through the list, and she says, "Turn that radio off. I hate Rush Limbaugh." I said, "Who is this person?" Talk about arrogant. I say, "Get out of my car, lady." And then she took off, and I started backing down the street. But this is unbelievable. These people think they're the smartest people in the world, and you don't know anything. Remember, the people that I'm talking to are individuals and people that are just regular people, and they believe in the American way of life. That's my voter. If you're too smart, I don't think so. I want you to support me, but then you're not getting crushed. You're not getting crushed. So this is Rob Burke, Burke for Congress #4.com, and you know we're going to close that border. And the thing about this, these people are going to start talking about closing the border. Yeah, we closed the border. No, 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 no. We're going to close that border, and then we're going to deport them. That's the most important thing, to deport them, and that's where we're going with this. We're going to deport them, and that's the key. Then you get a tax cut. So Rob Burke, BurkeForCongress.com. I'm going to sign up, and you have a wonderful day. And the thing what I learned today about that court situation is you can't give up. I know they use the punishment is the process. They want to drain you of your money. They want to browbeat you over the head. Sorry, no. We have to fight it off. And I learned a lot in that courtroom today. It wasn't a long session, but I learned an awful lot. Okay, you got to be as tough as nails with these people because that's what they do. They want you to quit. They want you to hide in your house. They want you to be afraid. And again, no more negative people around me, okay? I'm tired of the naysayers. I'm telling the people, oh my God, oh what are you doing? You don't have a chance. Shut up, will you? Go bother somebody else. I'm gonna win because I'm the better candidate. I'm not doing this for work. This is not work for me. I told you that. So help me, help you, and breakforcongress.com. Signing off, and together we can make America great again, and Massachusetts great again, and we can start laughing again because that's the name of the game. We're gonna have some fun. So if you want to join me, that's fantastic. I'll be through the district. Go to my website. I'll be starting adding things, but like I said, with all the crazy people, I can't really put a lot of stuff on there. So um, please be in touch with me. Send me an email. To be happy. And I'll talk to you. Talk about signage. You know, like I said, my signs cost $3 if you can afford. Send me $10. I'll give you a sign. I'll drop it off. You know, come on, give me a break, will you? You know, $10. You're in. If you have some skin in the game, you know. The T-shirts, I don't know exactly what they're going to cost. Maybe 10, $15. Closed border Burke. That's a good T-shirt. Get one of those, and you use it. I mean, it's fun. When you walk down the street, people say, "Yeah, that's right. I'm with you." That's what happens when you walk down the street, and don't be afraid of these people. They're all bullies. They're punks. Maybe a few crazy people. So what? Again, you're on your own out here, folks. So find out who's who you can hang out with, and be in touch with me. Rob Brooks, sign off. You have a great day. Okay. Close that border.